let's say as an artist, we have to open up the shop, clean the shop, get the shop ready for the next walk-ins, the next appointments, take care of the shop, maintain the 100% mental health and hygiene of the shop. So I'll give you an example. Inktastic, right? My people's over there. They have a team, they have a group. People who don't do the art, but one person comes in, cleans up, takes care of the trash, takes care of the debris, sweeps, mops, makes sure everything is nice and secured, make sure it's clean for the artist and for the customer. Then you have a boss, then you have a person wash the desk, then you have security, you have all those things. But when it comes down to it, what if there is a day where the tattoo artists don't get paid? Or where the tattoo artists, and when I mean do not get paid, I'm talking about when the clients start to cancel or no walk-ins come in that day because of any situations. It's not a hourly job. It's not an hourly business. Even when the clients don't come in, it's not like here's your check. So what I'm talking about is that anybody who wants to come and work in the shop, even the young people who's looking for an apprenticeship or wants to have a certain job for school or summer school or any kind of vacation or part-time, when there is a time where you don't get paid, you have to understand that you can live off of $50 a day if you know how to manage your money, but when it comes down to not getting paid a certain day because there's no money coming in, you have to understand that the last money you was paid previously, you have to take that $50, and I'm using $50 as an example. Take the $50 and then take maybe $10 to $15 out to get your Metro card to buy some home food, so you know that you could bring it to the shop. And instead of buying outside food all the time, you have some sandwiches and some cold cuts of water along with you to stay humble, to make sure you got something to eat. And then after that, you have to go out and help the shop promote. When you help the shop promote, you take the artist business cards and then you go and send it out to people because you can make a deal with the artist. Like, hey, listen, this is a business card, right? If you promote it to people, put your initials on it, tell them to bring the card, and once they bring the card, I will know that you sent the people because your initials is on the card and you get percentage off of the tattoo that I've made. So if people who wants to come and promote and they say, hey, I would like to promote, instead of just coming in here getting free tattoos or wanting to go out and we never see you again, and you want to come and work and be very likely successful or dominant in that level of learning to tattoo, learning the model, learning the business, you can come on in, bring the card. Then let's say, for an example, if I make $100 off the tattoo, I can knock off $15 for you, or $5, or $20, depending on what deal you made with the artist. And from there, that will be added up to the $50 you made just from working that day because you done took care of the shop as far as mopping, sweeping, cleaning the bathroom, or doing anything of that situation in an orderly fashion. That's one way. And that's just a branch of what you can do as a person that's looking to come in, work in a tattoo shop. It's not just you coming in here and sitting down and being on your phone all the time, Instagramming, talking about, yeah, you at the shop rocking, but what is your position? That's where it comes down at. And then the real reason why is because I'm starting to understand that when people come here and look for a job, or people come to look for a job or wanting a job, don't know the rules and the regulations or the status of what that job holds as far as the position. And as the position goes, anybody who wants to work in a tattoo shop can always ask the artist, well, what will it take? Sometimes it takes energy. It takes you to even learn, so do not undercut it. Don't come in there with your pretty faces or with your nice bodies talking about, yeah, you got like 100 and something thousand followers, but are those 100 and something thousand followers are you going to bring all those people to the shop? Therefore, no need. Because if you say, hey, you walk in there by yourself, but if you're a person who just comes to the shop with two people, they get some work done, they get piercings, work done by apparel, by anything where the shop sells or promotes, and then come out on a humble and leave talking about, yeah, enough due to respect. And then You bring two more people, or you bring another person as you come, and then another question is going to pop up to you and say, hey, you want a job? That's it. You're like, wow, yeah, you're already doing it. Yeah, we see you bringing a lot of people, right? We see you bringing two people per week. Hey, why don't you become a commission sales? You sell artwork. Hey, keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop what you're doing. And then guess what? We can put you on a contract, or we can shake your hand and close the deal. And you know the people that you brung, because you're gonna say, hey, tell them I sent you. Because what I did for my previous people, I put envelopes on the side. One person never showed up. And then 5 years down the line, I look in the envelope, there's $150 saved. And I'm like, wow. I didn't have the person's contact. I don't know where that person is. She changed her number. I don't know what she's doing with her life. But that $150 is still in an envelope. So once I see her again in the future, like, here, that's your money. You know what I mean? And I keep it straightforward on that, because you don't want to mess with anybody's money, and you don't want to mess with anybody's work. And if you're trying to run a business and all that, then you would know that money is a reason why people come here to work for you, or work for themselves, or working to pay off their bills, or whatever money is needed for them at the same time. Some coffee.